Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel yet again. I have more information. I told you once I got more info I would come back to the channel. Sorry, this is the fourth video for today, but that's just how it rolls. So if you haven't seen the other videos, it's probably imperative that you catch up because we have a deal, at least a deal on framework of the red flag bill, which will encompass some more stuff. I actually got this, I guess it's a press release from one of the senators who are in this group of 20 senators who have signed on to this agreement. 10 Republicans, 10 Democrats, which gives them the 60 already. And I know there are more Republicans who have indicated that they will sign it as well, depending on what the verbiage on paper looks like. So let's jump right into this. A bipartisan group of senators announced the agreement. And this is the following senators: Mitt Romney, Chris Murphy, John Cornyn, Tom Tillis, Kristen Sinema, Richard Blumenthal, Roy Blunt, Cory Booker, Richard Burr, Bill Cassidy, Susan Collins, Chris Coons, Lindsey Graham, Martin Heinrich, Mark Kelly, Angus King, Joe Manchin, Rob Portman, Debbie Stabenow, and Pat Toomey. And they issue the following statement jointly. Today, we are announcing a common-sense bipartisan proposal to protect American children, keep our schools safe, and reduce the threat of violence across our country. Families are scared, and it is our duty to come together and get something done that will help restore their sense of safety and security in their communities. Our plan increases needed mental health resources, improves school safety and support for students, and helps ensure dangerous criminals and those who are adjudicated as mentally ill can't purchase weapons. Most importantly, our plan saves lives while also protecting the constitutional rights of law-abiding Americans. We look forward to earning broad, bipartisan support and passing our common sense proposal into law. And this proposal includes support for state crisis intervention orders. It would provide resources to states and tribes to create and administer the laws that help ensure deadly weapons are kept out of the hands of individuals whom a court has determined to be significant danger to themselves or others, consistent with the state and federal due process and constitutional protections. That's a red flag law. They have agreed upon the framework of a red flag law. It's going to be the bribe the state version, like I mentioned earlier. It's going to be a grant-based program as long as they meet minimum requirements. Investment in children and family mental health services. National expansion of community behavioral health center model. Major investments to increase access to mental health and suicide prevention programs and other support services available to the community, including crisis and trauma intervention and recovery. Now, I put up a post earlier that we in the Second Amendment community are doing much more than Congress is on this, and we're not violating people's rights. Hold my guns. And you all know that I don't support anybody lightly. I believe in what they can do and what they are doing, and we need more of it. Holdmyguns.org. Check them out, get behind them, support them, donate if you can. And if you're an FFL who wants to help your community without having people red flagged, check them out. Protections for victims of domestic violence. This is the made-up, fake boyfriend loophole. Convicted domestic violence abusers and individuals subject to domestic violence restraining orders are included in NICS, including those who have or have had a continuing relationship of a romantic or intimate nature. If this goes through and they add anybody who had a restraining order into NICS, they better make it damn more difficult to get a restraining order, because it is simple to get a restraining order. It is difficult to keep one. What do I mean? They are issued, most of them are issued as emergency types, which is after hours when the courts are closed, nighttime, weekends, holidays. And then they go to court the next morning, the next business day, court day, and then a judge either extends it if it's legit or it's rescinded if it's not. And there is a significant percentage of ones that are not extended because it's easy to get them. It's easy to lie to get them. I've seen it happen on both sides of the coin. So if they're going to do this, they better make sure it's significantly more difficult to get a restraining order and people are handled or people have to deal with falsely filing them. Funding for school-based mental health and supportive services. Invest in programs to expand mental health and supportive services in schools, including early identification and intervention programs and school-based mental health and wraparound services. Funding for school safety resources. Invest in programs to help institute safety measures in and around primary and secondary schools, support school violence prevention efforts, and provide training to school personnel and students. Clarification of definition of federally licensed firearm dealer. Cracks down on criminals who illegally evade licensing requirements. Now, until the bill is actually written, I'm just projecting here. I'm thinking that this is their way to codify a ghost gun ban. If you're making ghost guns, if you're building your own firearm, which has been legal since prior to the country even being a country, then they're going to say that you're unlawfully, you're not a licensed manufacturer. So this bears watching. I mean, this whole thing is a violation of your rights, but this bears watching just as much as the red flag. Telehealth investments. Invests in programs that increase access to mental health and behavioral health services for youth and families in crisis via telehealth. Under 21 enhanced review process. This is bad too. For buyers under 21 years of age, requires an investigative period to review juvenile and mental health records, including checks with state databases and local law enforcement. So they want a 3-day, the whisper is they want a 3-day delay from when somebody under 21 goes to buy a gun, as like, they call them cooling off periods and stuff like that, but they want to be able to look into their juvenile records. Now that is creating a second class of people. That is not, you can't do that. So this is another part of the bill that once it's written we'll know more about, but on its face, that's you can't do that. Penalties for straw purchasing. It cracks down on criminals who illegally straw purchase and traffic guns. Now I'm giggling here because how can the senators, the United States senators, the 100 most powerful politicians in the world, how can they not know that straw purchasing and gun trafficking is already illegal? Stupid. They're just stupid. This is the announcement, the joint announcement they have put out not too long ago, and I thought I'd bring it to you ASAP. Let me know what you think about this down below, and I'm also going to have a link down below. It's a Gun Owners of America link where you can just click it, put in your name and address, and send a letter to your senators and your representative in Congress, and tell them hell no, no bueno. You can also change the text of the letter, which I suggest you do. Because we've seen how the ATF just disregards bulk form letters, and this is similar, but it makes it much easier for you. And I strongly suggest you reach out to all of these senators, whether they are your senators or not. I will have links in the description and in the pinned comment how to find out who your senator is, how to get a hold of them, and you can play with the addresses and stuff like that and get everybody's information. In fact, if you just go to the senators, you can find them alphabetically, and you should be reaching out to these clowns on all their social media as well. Till we see each other again, be safe, stay vigilant, and carry a gun to keep you, your friends, your family, your community safe. If you haven't subscribed to this channel already, as you can see, there's a lot going on for Sunday. It's going to be picking up tomorrow. We have 2 days this week where the Supreme Court will be dropping opinions. Subscribe to the channel if you want to stay in the know. Just hit the button down below. Hit that bell icon and toggle it to all notifications. And if you got anything out of this, like the video and share it. If you think other gun owners should read this as well or see this as well, like it and share it. And I thank you for everything, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.